Hey, how's it going, everyone? Welcome to Sunday Night Countdown, where I'm going to go over our weekly watch list on our top 8 stocks going into this week and this month. And I'm going to go over an exact analysis on how I plan on playing into them. And again, much love to everybody in the comment section as always, as you guys have been showing me tons of love. God bless you guys. And again, happy Easter to everybody that has been celebrating Easter. God bless our Lord and Savior, as he has been such a blessing for us every single day, especially going into the stock market. We want to make sure we are reminded to know our purpose in life and the love that we have been given by our holy God. So again, holy God, again, God bless him as well for giving us all the blessings we do have every day. And again, if you have not subscribed, we do go all out Monday through Friday on entries and breakouts. So be on the lookout for more of those every single day. And again, we are going to go over our top 8 stocks. I'm going to go into these real quick with you guys now. The first one I want to go over is CEMI. And the reason I want to go over CEMI is because we do have our Fibonacci lines set here now. They did get FDA approval and they did jump up from around our area around 350 to around $5.55. Now, this one would be a scalp. Now, this one could possibly go from where it's at right now after hours. Again, after hours, it did go up about 57%. And it went all the way up to around $5.55. And we are going to try to break out of our Fibonacci line here at 594. If we do break above 594, which is our previous sell-off point, you can see we are going to potentially break out into the $10 range, in my opinion. We do need more volume, which I do believe that we could get more volume. Now, they did end the day with 5 million volume, and on average, they have 1 million volume, and we could potentially see this one go all the way up to around 50 million volume with this FDA approval. So this one is going to be on watch in pre-market and potentially on open. Again, we are going to definitely watch this one pre-market. If it does go too crazy during pre-market, then you guys definitely want to be careful if you're going to be buying during the market open. So definitely this one is going to be on watch. We could see a potential 100% gainer on CEMI. So definitely keep this one on the watch. This is the 5-minute chart. So again, this one would be a scalp play. And again, this is not a recommendation. This is what I'll be doing. Now, the next one I want to go over is IDEX. Again, IDEX has been one of those plays that we have been waiting for. And again, we did have a nice bounce at the end of Friday, but however, we are holding up and it looks like we could potentially see another run up now. They did end the day with 51 million volume, and on average, they have 23 million. And this is because Biden announced about how much commitment he does have towards the EV sector. So we see volume that is starting to come in at the end of Friday, and we could potentially see a breakout now. We are going to try to break our previous highs around 342, in my opinion. If we could break this 342 mark, then I will be scalping this one on a nice play. Or again, you could be playing this one long, as again, we do see EV as a very nice long play, in my opinion, based on the Biden administration and what they're trying to do with all electric vehicles. As if you guys want to see what news that was, we did mention that yesterday on Breakfast with Bulls. So check out that news if you guys want to know what that looks like. But however, we do have another EV play that we could see on a nice run up going into this month, as we have been sleeping on Workhorse for quite a while because they did not get their USPS contract. But however, I do believe they have more opportunity, and I do believe that they are oversold, in my opinion. So we are around $14.20. They did have a nice little pop during after hours, and we could potentially see them break out now. The question is, where exactly would we be entering into this one? In my opinion, we're going to go to the 4-hour here so you can see exactly what we're looking at now. We do have our Fibonacci lines set. We do have bullish divergence that we did see here, and it did bounce, but however, we did sell off. So we're going to try to hold our support here at 1244. If we do hold over 1244 and we break out of this $18.29 mark, in my opinion, it would be a nice swing trade to fill this gap that we did have that huge sell-off on. And again, we could potentially see more news on Workhorse, but however, like I said, we do have more EV news on the long play, and I do believe Workhorse is oversold. But again, I do want it to break this $18.29 mark, so that way we aren't in the middle of a huge sell-off on accident, coming down to around the $5 mark. So again, we do want to see the market hold up this week, which it looks like the market will potentially hold up this week. So again, Workhorse definitely on the watch going into this week, and possibly a nice scalp going into Monday, in my opinion, too. So again, Workhorse definitely on the watch. Now, FTFT is another play. This one ended the day with 114 million volume, and on average, they have 14 million volume, and we do have our Fibonacci line set. Now, we did have a nice pop the other day. I am going to go to the 5-minute because this one would be a scalp. Now, it looks like we did have a nice hold up going into the Friday. So again, we are going to try to break our mark here at 842. Again, we are sitting here around 553. But however, I do believe if we do break our previous consolidated point and our previous sell-off point around 758, and we could break this 842 sell-off point that we did come up to and get wicked down on, then I do believe that we could have a nice run up going to possibly $12 to $13 to $14. Now, they did have an offering, so again, we are going to see if this one does break around 610 as a confirmation, in my opinion. So if this does break 610, we could potentially see a nice bounce into this gap fill right here, going into around $12 to $14, like I said. So again, I do like FTFT if it does hold over 610, as that is a very key resistance for this stock, as it did sell off at that point when it did have its offering. And again, I do not like offerings usually, but FTFT, in my opinion, does have a very bullish offering, and we could potentially see a bounce on this one at around 610. But however, like I said, ultimately, we do want to break this $8.50 mark. But however, like I said, if you want to play it safe, wait for the 50-cent mark. If you want a nice scalp, in my opinion, it has to break around 610 and with volume, of course. So we are going to wait for that confirmation on volume overall. But again, I do like this one as a possible scalp going into Monday. FTFT will definitely on the watch based on the 10 times as much volume as they did have compared to unusual. So again, FTFT will definitely on the watch going into Monday. Rail is another Biden play that we did see. Now, Rail has been holding up nicely. It looks like we did hold up nicely going into Friday. We were waiting for more volume confirmation, which it looks like we are starting to get more volume. But however, it looks like we overall have a lot of sell volume that is trying to come in. So we are going to try to break new highs around $7, in my opinion. If it breaks $7, I could see a nice scalp going into this one. But however, it's only going to be on watch until it does break $7, in my opinion. If it does not break $7, then again, we would be worried about a sell-off potentially, as on the 4-hour chart, we do have bearish divergence. That is when the price goes from lower to higher, and the RSI goes from higher to lower, therefore showing the relativity of the stock, showing that it might have a reversal sometime soon. But however, Rail has a lot of hype, and we could potentially see this one breaking $7, going into $10, and possibly even to $20 eventually. I do like Rail as a nice long play. But however, it could be a nice scalp play, in my opinion, going into Monday if it does break $7. Again, this is not a recommendation. This is what I'll be doing. Now, a sympathy play for Rail is KIQ. Now, KIQ is very similar chart setup because it does move very similar with it, as it is a sympathy play. So we are going to see if it does break new highs around 120. If it could break over 120, and again, these penny stocks, that $1 mark is very key. So again, that 120 mark, having that sell off around that point when we did wick down, would be a very bullish move if we could break above that, and we could potentially see a nice 20 to 30% scalp going into around $1.45 and $1.50 around this area. $1.47 would probably be exactly the mark we're looking for, as this is where our Fibonacci line is set to. So again, KIQ will definitely be on the watch. If Rail starts to go crazy, I'll probably hop over to KIQ to get another sympathy play on it. So again, that would be a nice play, in my opinion, if it does break out. Now, GBR is another play. GBR is one of those plays that I have been trading. I haven't really mentioned them too much on my channel as much, but however, I do like KIQ because they have these random spikes that come in, and in my opinion, they would potentially have a huge breakout if they do break our resistance around 881. Again, this would be a safer play around 881, but however, if you're trying to scalp on a day trade, in my opinion, I would want it to hold over our mark here around right here. What was it? It was around, I'm going to pull up our Fibonacci lines here so you can see exactly what we're looking at here. So you can see we have a huge resistance. We have many resistances here, but we are going to try to break above our $6.70 mark. If we could break over 670, we could potentially see another nice run up. Now, this one did jump up to around $30 on a low float. As you can see, we did jump up all the way to around $30. It came back down, and we have been consolidating since then. And this one is an energy sector play. So this is not a news play. This is more of an energy sector play. And I am very bullish on energy, as of course, the Biden administration and energy, renewable energy is very bullish. And we have seen the energy stocks been going crazy, and we could potentially see a nice low float on this one and breakout like we have seen previously. Again, we have seen this happen not only once, but we've seen this twice when it came all the way down from $1.80 and came all the way up to around $4, coming on a nice low float play. And we could potentially see the same pattern breaking out on GBR. So this one will definitely be on the watch going into this week and this month. And lastly, as you guys already know, I'm sure, UXIN had a nice run going into Friday, and it did actually hold up into after hours, and we could potentially see a breakout. Now, what we're waiting for here is the very simple play of breaking into new highs. In my opinion, if it breaks over 230, I believe it did hold up to 230 after hours when I was watching it on Friday. And if it does break over 230 on a nice breakout on volume confirmation, which it looks like volume is starting to come in, we could potentially see a nice breakout going into $4 if it does break out. And the reason why I say this is because they have about gosh, they have so much volume. They have 347 volume that they ended with on Friday. And on average, they only have 37 million. So they have over 10 times as much volume as on average, almost about 10 times as much volume as on average. So we could see a nice breakout going into this one, like we see as a potential on IDEX with tons of volume. So again, these plays are very bullish in my opinion if they do break out, but however, they could become very bearish very quickly. So if you guys are not used to scalping plays, then I definitely would be careful, because scalping plays definitely could make you lose a lot of money, especially with how far these have came up. But however, I do like the volume. And if you guys are used to scalping plays, which I do all the time recently, because the market has been on a sell-off, which the market overall looks like it is starting to return, we could potentially see a nice hold up going into this week, which I do think it is possibly going to happen. We are possibly going to go green this week, in my opinion. This is not a recommendation, but this is what I really think what might happen. So again, I do like UXIN as a potential breakout going into Monday or pre-market on Monday at around 1 a.m. Pacific time. So again, definitely keep UXIN on the watch. So again, CEMI IDEX Workhorse Rail KIQ GBR and UXIN is our overall watch list. And if you guys have not been in the comment section, I do send my personal watch list and more details into these plays if you guys comment down below. So definitely comment down below if you guys have not been in the comment section. That's what I like to do. Anybody in the comment section, I send them my watch list. So again, much love to you guys. God bless you guys. Again, happy Easter. And again, I appreciate everybody that's been showing me love in the comment section as always. God bless you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video.